How would you like to make simple, easy, and quick animations? Now you may be saying, Kevin, because I can hear you, and that's my name. I can hear you say, Kevin, I'm not an animator. Heck, I can't draw. Dude, or dudette, I feel you. Look, that's my stick man. Now, it's a pretty good stick man. I should have added some hair to it. I'll do that right now while we're talking. But look, drawing ain't my thing. I'm going to add a little beard and a mustache. There, how's that? And if you're going, dude, that sucks. You're right. I cannot draw. I cannot draw at all. I've collected comic books my entire life. And it's one of those things where I just marvel at people that can draw. So what if you want to create animations? What if you want to create graphics and things like that, but you don't even know where to start? I'm going to hook you up on this show. I'm going to show you a simple and easy way to create cool animations without even having to have any knowledge about animations and stuff like that. It's coming up on today's show. Hang out!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Howdy do, howdy do, howdy do. I am Kevin Kolbe, and I'm with Kevin Kolbe Media. And if you've actually watched the first 2 or 3 live shows, you may have noticed that the name changed. And by the way, I'd love to say hey, so make sure you say hey down below, or throw a comment or a question out too, because I'm going to show you something today in a program called Canva. And it is absolutely phenomenal. And honestly, I would rather just show you as much as I can to help you and things like that. Because this show is about exploring your gifts and sharing your story and making an impact in the world. And one of the things that I think a lot of us do is like we're looking for simple ways to do things and creative ways to do things. Maybe we don't want to spend a lot of money. Well, that's why I think adding graphics and animations and things like that to our shows can really, not even just our shows, but to our businesses and our social media, heck, our website, can really just take our creativity up a notch. Now, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Tools aren't going to make you creative, but what they can do is help you do more creative things. So, but I want to go over some things and show you how you can use Canva to create some animations. Now, let me show you something right now. First of all, if you ever want to connect with me, here's where I hang out on social media. On YouTube, I'm at Kevin Kolbe Dude, and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, I'm at Kevin Kolbe Media. Now, that animation you just saw was created totally in Canva, believe it or not. In fact, I want to show you one more. It also kind of promotes the Facebook group, but I've started this Facebook group called Explore Your Creative Gifts. And if you want to dive deeper and spend some more time in looking at ways that you can use your gifts to help your brand or your business or your nonprofit or whatever, I'd love to have you be a part of that. It's free. There's some questions I need to have you answer to get in. But, oh, by the way, that animation I just showed you was created simply in Canva. It is absolutely amazing. Look, I've been blessed with working with a lot of amazing animators. So I don't want to take anything away from you if you make a living doing animations and graphics and stuff like that. That's great. But, sometimes folks like me that have limited budgets, or I'm a business of one, which means the staff meetings go very fast. But sometimes you want to just create some stuff and play. And I'll be honest, sometimes it's really cool to be able to create something and go, man, that was simple and easy, and I can use it and just spice it up. Coffee break, thank you. So in the process of doing this, if you wanna say hey, I'd love to say hey to you. Or if you've got a question, just leave it below, and I'll try and address it. Again, I'm Kevin with Kevin Kolbe Media, and you already know the places you can get in touch with me. So, let's jump into this. Now, we're going to go to a site called Canva, and that's it. Now, this is my Canva account. Now, let me go back to something here. I want to address something. You can do Canva for free. You do not have to have a paid account, because I really struggled with this. I didn't want to say, "Hey, do you want to create free graphics?" Because you can go to Canva, you can create an account for free. And this video is not going to dive deep into Canva, but if you would like to, I would be more than willing to show you more of that. We'll probably do that some more in the Facebook group. But let me know if there's specific things that you would like to know about Canva or why Canva is so cool. You do not have to have a paid account. One of the things that bugs me in videos when people show you stuff and they forget to say, "Oh, by the way, this cost you something." If you want to do animations in Canva, you do have to do the monthly subscription. Now, I pay for it up front, so I think a year runs me about $120. And, you know, it's $120, but I think it's worth it for the things you can do. Now, oops, did not mean to do that. So I need to get to this. Here we go. So, oops. All right, there we are. And let me know if you cannot see this, but you should be seeing full screen on the Canva. Again, this is my account. You can see my little head up there. Well, it's not my head, but you get it. So when you go there, you can create a design, and we're actually going to do one together. But the logo I just showed you is right here. So let me go back to this, and I want to show you. I'll show you this one. Let's just talk about the group again. So this is the group I'd love to have you be a part of. Explore your creative gifts. Now see how it animates, right? Now that one animated a little differently than, say, this one. Now again, I want you to remember both. Oops, here we go. Where am I? Here we go. Both done in Canva. So let's go back to Canva. And let's just look at this one right here. So I want you to see what I did. So if I click on that, oops, sorry. If I click on that, there's the logo, right? I mean, that's it. Now you may be saying, "Well, Kevin, why isn't it animating?" Well, let me show you. I'm going to move this over here. Let me show you why it's not. Sorry, I use Ecamm, by the way. People have asked me how I live stream, what program I'm using, and I use Ecamm. Love Ecamm. It is so easy, and I'm also using this little thing in Elgato Stream Deck to switch and things like that. But that's in a different episode. But look, as you can tell right now, I can move things around. So look, this is every time you see these little boxes, these are things I've created. So like right now, there's a background. It's a background that I got off of, actually I may have gotten it out of here. But there's the YouTube logo, which came from Canva. There's my name, which came from me. There's the Facebook logo, the Instagram logo, the Twitter logo, and the LinkedIn logo. All of these are within Canva, so I didn't have to find them and import them. So every time you see that, it's allowed me to change it, right? So you lay it all over. Here's the beauty. Now, go up here and you see this button right here that says Publish. There's also a download, so I can just download it right there. And you know, it says Pro options. You can compress the file. Here's the key. So for the show, let me go back to me for a second. For the, oops, there I am. For the show, since I'm broadcasting, I do everything in 1920 by 1080. So that's basically widescreen. But you can change some variations. And again, I'll show you that in just a second. So let's go back. Let's go back to Canva. So we're going to go back to the one we were working on, right? Now, here's what happens. You go here and look at all of these options. I mean, you can literally create something and send it to LinkedIn profile. You can send it to Pinterest. You can send it to Twitter. Send it to a Facebook page. But I want to do an animation. So check this out. Can you see it animating right here in the box? And it gives you a preview of what it's going to look like. There's a block. Rise. I think rise is the one I used here. Breathe. And if you notice breathe, the background is just moving in, but it gives you a little kind of like a fake a fake camera movement. Then you got to slide. I didn't use that. It looked too jumbled, right? But everything's moving. Now you also have two options here: animated GIF and movie MP4. I would personally use the movie because here's what'll happen. It will download this right here as a it'll download that as a 5-second movie. Let me go back to my home page right here. So this is another one that I actually created yesterday. And it was about the show, which, by the way, for anybody out there that cares. So for the first few episodes, I decided I was going to call this the Creative Dude Video Marketing Show, because a lot of what we're going to do is talking about how to market yourself or improve your game or something like that. But a lot of this show, and actually what I'm about, what I love to do is help people explore their gifts and share their story and impact the world. And so that's why I just decided to rename the show the Explore, Share, Impact Video Show. I do a podcast. It's completely different. It's the Creative Dude podcast, where I just kind of riff on a lot of different things. But my whole goal is to help you explore and then share and impact. So that's why there was a change in the show. So let me go back to Canva now. And what you will see here is this is a graphic that I created last night. There's the name. Again, it's the same thing. This and this are two different fonts. My good and long-term friend, Gail Hardy, who was my art director for a long time when I was the creative director at the Fox affiliate in Raleigh. She was, don't use too many fonts. Don't use too many fonts. And Gail, if you ever see this, I'd love to know, is this too many fonts? But everything here is a piece. And even the background here, you can see this extend here. And you can go up here, you can position. So all of a sudden, oh, you don't see it. That's because you need to bring it forward. And it's called layering. And I don't want to get too deep on this because, one, I can't remember my stick man. Hey, and by the way, let me know if you have any questions about what I'm doing. Just leave them below. Pop in, say hey. But I want this to help you, and hopefully it will. So I decided last night. Now, see, I could download this. I don't want to share it. I could download it right now as just, you get these options: JPEG, PNG, PDF. I would always, and I can do it as an animation here too. I would always, if you're going to download this as just a static graphic, I would always download it as a PNG if you can. And if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Just download it. And what happens is it's a higher resolution graphic. Now, some places don't take them, so just remember that. But go right here and animation. And look, it animates. And so what I did is I downloaded that last night and then uploaded it to Stories and some different places to promote the show. So that's enough of that. So let's create one. You want to create one together? Yes, Kevin, I do. Thank you. I don't know who said that. So when you go in here, we're going to, oops, I did not mean to do that. So let's go back to here. Let's go home. I mean, well, you know what I mean. Don't go home. All right. So these are my designs. So in Canva, you create everything. I mean, again, at some point, you need to let me know if you want to go do a deeper dive into Canva. We can do that. But I want to keep this simple. So we're going to create a design. And let's just assume we're going to put this on social media. So we're going to click that right here. It's already sized up, but you can tell there's all these different ones here. So we're going to do that. Now add some text. Now you've got templates here. So if you don't even want to create from scratch, you can go all these templates here, and some of them are broken up into different things. So let's just say, let's just use this one. Let's go with a template. Now, let's say you don't want all this text here. This is really simple. So you can just highlight that and delete it, and highlight that and delete it. But let's say you kind of like that. But let's say we want to say, give your gifts, which I like. Give your gifts. But you don't like that picture. Fine. So here's what you do. You come over here, and over here you will see, you will see photos. Well, let's say you want to add a photo of, let me see, of people holding hands. I don't know. I'm just making this up. Now, if you click free, you get different things, and let me see. I'm trying to find one that we kind of like. Give your gifts. I don't know. I don't find any I like. All right, let's look for something different. Let's look for giving. I know what's going to come up. Oh, I like the hands. Let's just go with that. All right. So right now, it's not. So I'm going to have to stretch it out. And this photo may not work, all right? So, oh, you see what happened? So I lost my picture here. There we go. Right there. And this is actually a crop. I don't want the crop that big. So we're going to do done. And now I can do this. And again, this is just to show you. If you wanted to do, you wanted to add your logo, then I can come over here. And under elements, I've got my logo right there. I could add my logo if I wanted to. And again, now, oops, I keep doing that. I did not. There we go. Now, let's say that's exactly what we wanted. You don't want to change anything different. You don't want to do that. So check this out. Now, you can go up here and see it's going to name what we called it. And I'm going to download. And I'm going to do animation. And I'm going to say, well, I don't like block there. Ooh, that looks nice. All right, download. And it gives you a pithy little quote. Now, here's the thing. I think it depends on how many elements you've got on how long it's going to take. So keep that in mind. Obviously, if you are on a very slow internet connection, that's going to have some impact. But in just a minute, I actually have it. It'll actually pop up here and ask me where I want to save it. I usually just save it off to my desktop, but I try not run a lot of things on my desktop for a lot of reasons. Well, we don't need to keep just sitting there looking at that. So let's go back to here. So in a minute, it's going to pop up and say, hey, we're ready. There we go. Let me do that. I'm going to hit save. I should have, thank you. I should have done that. All right, so here we go. Now, I'm going to bring in, if I can find where it just went somewhere on my desktop. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hang on, bear with me. Where did the animation go? Well, I know it animated it. Oh, you know what? Hang on. So it probably, nope, downloads. Well, So guess what? We're going to do it again because I didn't see where it went. And, well, it doesn't always go the way you want it, does it? Here we go. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. All right, so we're gonna do this one more time, and I apologize. I got too many screens open. So we are going to download as an animation, and we're going to download right there. And this time I am going to just stay and talk to you, because I think what happened is I may have hit cancel instead. So I'm telling you though, this is a really cool way. Now, again, if you don't want to do the animations, Canva is great just to create graphics. I have created every logo I've ever had in there. I've created social graphics. I've created thumbnails. I've created posters. I created a resume a year or so ago when I thought I was going to go get a real job, as some people say. And then it just saves everything, and you can make copies and create over it. It's really phenomenal. So make sure you ask any questions about this. If you have other programs, just leave a note below and let me know. All right, so I need to call this Give Gifts. I think that's what it is. It saved it somewhere else. It changed the destination for some reason. Save. Now we there. All right. So I can move it over here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to now. So here's the thing. I'm going to pull this into my screen, and you're actually going to see it right now. So it should play. Look at that. There it is. It's that simple. Here, you want to play it again? Play it again. Where is it? Give gifts. Give your gifts. Is that not the coolest thing? I mean, we just created a simple graphic. And if you didn't want the photograph, you can do like a plain background. Or heck, you could just do a color. I mean, you could do like, well, I guess it would be a plain background. You could do white. A lot of times I use red. One of the things that I was going to show you, and I still can, is when I go back to here, well, let me go to my designs, all your designs. Here we go. Like this was right here. I did a video called Max and Elias. It's on my YouTube channel, and I'd love for you to see it. It's about our little boy who has special needs and his buddy Max at school. Well, yesterday I shared it to IGTV and decided that... where am I? There you go. I shared it to IGTV and decided when now IGTV lets you do landscape video as well as vertical, but your thumbnail still needs to be vertical. So I just created it here, dumped it out, and put it up there. So, you know, if your question becomes, well, how do you share and stuff like that? So, like, if you want to send it to your phone, I'd use AirDrop. Now, if you're on a Droid, I don't know. I'm sure there's something similar to that. I don't know what that would be. I'm an Apple guy. I drank the Kool-Aid a long time ago. But that's it. That's as simple as it is. It's Canva. It's amazing, and I tell you, it. I don't want to say game changer, but it is really nice to be able to do that too. So. Again, if you want to join the Facebook group, I wish you would. It's Explore Your Creative Gifts. It's totally free. That's a place where we could dive even more into a program like Canva. And again, that graphic was created on there. And I showed you this one, and it is a blatant plug about where to get in touch with me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all of that good stuff. I hope this helps you. It's really simple, and again, it is a phenomenal program. Now, you do have to pay if you want to do the animation. If you don't want to do the animation, just grab a free account, play around with it. You are limited on storage, and you're limited on the free photos and things like that. But I think once you play around with it, you'll go, this is a pretty good deal. And I think you end up saving $30, $40, maybe up to $50 a year, something like that, if you do the annual. And I think it's worth it. I also use PicMonkey, but I'm almost moving everything now to that. So I'm going to leave you with this quote, which was also done there. Some of the most wonderful people are the ones who don't fit into boxes. I had a good friend once tell me that I don't think Kevin works in a box because I don't think he's ever owned a box, which I took as a compliment. So I'm Kevin. This is Kevin Kolbe Media. This is the Explore, Share, Impact video show. I hope it helps you. Let me know. Let me know what you'd like to cover. Keep creating. I'm Kevin. Have a great day.